There's a child inside. I'm fine. Please.
The runes will guide your path.
Forgive you, son of a traitor!
Thank you for saving me. I escaped from the Redanimos with my parents. Can you help me find my parents? We need to leave?
This is why I believe our current forces will not be enough.
I understand. You're back! I've never seen you around before. Such a tragic story. This child shouldn't be the one to be blamed. I'll take care of Weeper. And in the worst-case scenario, we should consider taking the child with us. We can't just leave behind this small and helpless child. Naturally, the best course of action would be to find...
You found that kid in the sewer area? All right, I guess I should show some... Well, since we're searching for an escape route, if they were pagans, they may know Calicorder better than we do.
Weeper is with you. Please, I beg you. As long as it is not here, anywhere is fine. And this, please.
Rune Hunter, I really miss my mom and dad. I'm sorry. This isn't what I was planning to say. What? Isn't this Uncle Azel's handwriting? Did you meet with Uncle Azel on the way here? Where is he? I like Uncle Azel. Uncle Azel said that when he goes to Trom, he'll buy me toys and yummy food. Okay, I'll read the note first. If you find my parents, please let me know.
Please help. The prisoners have escaped during the chaos. As you may be well aware, Calacorda is right now there is a strange phenomenon of dead people coming back to life. We must do whatever it takes to stop some...
Those that have died are coming back to life. Nothing matters anymore. Living like this is no different than I can die 100 and a... Pagans! Oh.
Hunter. I'm so afraid. If I come back to life, I might chase after you regardless of my will. If that happens, Weeper will be in danger too. Please, run far away before I die. Also, could you please give this doll to Weeper? This is the only thing I can do for that child. Interrogator Quan, whom I thought was dead, ambushed us with a group of followers. Seeing the revival they were talking about was simply unbelievable. But how did he find out we were here? We did all we could to escape. It feels like we're trapped in an endless loop.
This doll was something Auntie Rosa carried around like a charm. Have you met Auntie Rosa? Rune Hunter? Please, tell me truthfully. Uncle Hazel, Auntie Rosa, and my parents... They're all dead, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to bring me something like this.
Weeper looks depressed after reading the note. What can I do to comfort him? Knowing it wasn't a small incident, he'll need some time to accept it. Even though I know this, just watching the small child suffering makes me feel sad too.
This is worse than I thought. If all of the pagans who attacked Calicorda before were revived, I don't think we'll be able to handle them all with our current number of troops, which is why I've called for reinforcements. But even though they should have already arrived by now, I haven't heard from them yet. Could you please take a look?
have no idea what's going on. The dead are coming back to life, and the number of pagans have increased exponentially. And even though Calicorda is in danger, Captain Kristen has ordered all of the elite troops and some of the rune hunters to gather somewhere else. Is it really okay to go there? Calicorda might fall if left alone like this. Since I received Captain Kristen's orders, I should probably go, but my heart is torn. There are still other rune hunters in Castle Wall Prison who are trying to save Calicorda. If you encounter rune hunters while moving forward, please let them know.
Looks as though Opika has decided to go. I'm still deciding. I wonder if it's okay for me to leave. On top of that, it seems like I lost my party again. Since I can't just leave them behind, I'll think about it some more while I wait. Did you happen to see Lewin on your way here? Can you help me find him? Being able to get lost like this is a skill.
이봐, 난 에우노스의 에도라도 광맥에서 실종된 나우트라는 광부를 찾고 있어. 최근 발생한 광맥 전이 현상과 관련이 있지 않을까 싶어. 난 분명 말렸다고. 테라족이 들끓고 있으니 칼리코르다의 상황... 젠장, 허풍 떨 때부터 알아봤어 했는데. 물론 맨입으로 하는 말은 아니야. 내가 이래봬도 지금은 가진 게 별로 없지만
Those troops are now life slaves. Every moment we spent together was a life... God damn it! I won't sit around and do nothing. I will avenge those troops.
Do you really think the pagans did all this? The arrival of the reinforcements should have been confidential. It's a mystery how they knew where to ambush them. Rune Hunter, something doesn't seem right. We must hurry and find an escape route. Perhaps there's a hint near the castle wall, since the location...
how long I waited, Berger never came. We were supposed to meet at Castle Wall Prison Area 1. What? This is Area 2? Oh, what a pain. Where the heck is it?
Not a step closer. You. What are you? How come the pagans overwhelm Calicorda whenever you appear? It's just as Fred mentioned. Why is it that you always...
Rune Hunter, why are you here? Since the first time I met you, I thought your eyes were full of sincerity. But how can you face us with those eyes? A plan to make us suffer, but everything feels like a horrible dream. At least try to...
Studying the tears of God discovered an astounding... Scholars studying the tears of God discovered an astounding fact. Unlike runes and essence that contain the power of all 12 beings, and sacred arms, which individually contains the powers of the 12 beings, it was discovered that the tears of God contain the powers of the 12 beings as well as the power of serpents. The power of the 13th being extracted from it failed to blend with the power of the 12 beings, and was only able to coexist with them within the tears of God.
Stay calm. We can only pray that there is a way, and continue searching. There is a report from a scout stating that a hidden tunnel... I'll send scouts in other directions as well. Please let me know if there's...
This is the first aid potion I learned to make from Eric's. I was so worried about the soldiers that I couldn't stay still. It's a bit poorly made because I had to use what I had on hand. But at the moment, this is the best I can do. If you come across a wounded scout during your search, then give them this. It should help.
Hunter, we found a path that leads to the outside. We were on our way to report this, but the Afros Knights, they seemed to be in a hurry to get somewhere. But it was hard to know what they were up to. Please go ahead. I injured my leg. How do you use this thing? Ah, there's something written on the outside. So, it says, drink for recovery, or spray directly on wounds. Williams, no pain potion. No pain potion? I see. Ha ha. Thank you for delivering it to me. I'll return soon.
You really are persistent. You're like the terrorists that just keep on coming. No matter whatever you do, we will never surrender. I have nothing to say to you about the Knights. Just kill me.
Ran into conflict with the Afros Knights. I managed to escape, but since then, the pain in my head is just getting worse. What? A potion from Chief William? So, is this something the Chief used himself? No pain potion? What a name. No, I'll just drink it.
The path was intentionally blocked by someone. That could only mean that the April's Knights blocked the exit. Thank goodness we found a path that connects the ruins area to the square. If the Knights are trying to stop us from escaping, I think this will be our last chance. The life slaves will continue to revive no matter how many times we kill them. We're at a definite disadvantage.
A report states that life slaves are also appearing. It also says that revived Terras are charging towards Calicorda, so the fight ahead will clearly be difficult. Let's prepare before we leave. I'll catch up with you soon.
Did you deliver the potion? Did the soldiers say anything? Like, maybe that the name is witty or something? If they didn't say anything, then it's probably because they were feeling embarrassed. My soldiers are a bit clumsy when it comes to expressing themselves. Still, I'm pretty sure they're admiring me on the inside. No Pain Potion, no matter how I think about it, I think it's a great name. Also, my heart can be felt flowing through the potion, and the handwriting is quite cute too.
always felt awkward after how things turned out. I was concerned that there were misunderstandings. It may have been a coincidence that you were around, but at the same time, you were the one who risked your life to defeat the terrorists. The pagans wanted to take over the castle, so if you were one of them, you wouldn't have fought so hard against them. Calicorda is in great danger. The terrors are continuing to attack us with forces that our troops cannot handle. Please help us, Rune Hunter. You are the hero of Calicorda. Please do not abandon us. Thank you. I'll make sure to tell Captain Kristen that you help me out once he returns. Rune Hunter, why don't you talk to Advisor Fred at the Warfront? The Advisor seems to think that you're a pagan.
Get going. Huh? You're the pagan spy!
What's the matter? This man tried to frame you. It's only fair to execute him. Your enemy is my enemy. Please remember that I will always be at your side. Now, let's get going. We might be able to find a way to survive with the bulwark that's located beyond here. Our destination is near. Let us secure the escape route without delay.
I've never seen a die like this. I've never seen a die like this. It's like a cone. And it doesn't roll very well. And it also looks like it will hurt if I step on it. You said that a Terra shaman had this die.
Weeper left you a letter which described how impressed he was with the tetrahedral dice. After
The top of the bulwark seems to be doing well for the moment. It would be wise for us to concentrate on that giant Terra. Why don't we get closer to attack it directly? If we want to escape from this place, we have to secure a safe route first.
A spiritual entity has a memory accumulated around a particular agenda. Most of the time, that agenda is... A spiritual entity has a memory accumulated around a particular agenda. Most of the time, that agenda is a negative one. The giant Terra spiritual entity also had such memory. A memory of wandering Bellatus without any meaning or purpose. The militia also wandered from place to place before settling at their current camp. It was really tough back.
In the past, you asked Eric's what to do with the lump of evil spirit that was stuck like tar on your clothes. At that time, you heard a story about the past of the giant Terra.
A spiritual entity has a memory accumulated...
That creature acted strangely. I wonder what that crystal is. We should follow to prevent any other problems. Good job. We should focus on delivering this news first. That should be all of the urgent matters. These soldiers will soon be relocated elsewhere. We should wait until then and secure an escape route out of Calicorda.
So, you're saying this made Glennis stronger? Eric's, do you know what this is? I've never seen it before.
This is... Rune Hunter, if I am correct, these are the Tears of God. Of course, it's my first time seeing them. Ancient texts describe the Tears of God as something that was created during the war between the evil god servants and the 12 beings. A powerful energy was released when the 12 beings combined their strength into one and collided into serpents to defeat it. The remnants of that force that was not absorbed by the atmosphere crystallized and fell to the ground. It may not be equal to the Sacred Arms, but it is clear that it contains power that greatly surpasses runes or essences. A single fragment may not be sufficient. However, a large amount might be able to overcome the plague cloud of the pagans.
That reminds me. I remember that Captain Poshi of Malofront told me a story about the Titan creature Durka. I may have memory issues, but I do remember this. Captain Poshi mentioned that there must be a clear reason that caused the Titan creature to grow to that massive size. After hearing what Drillmaster Eric said, I'm thinking it's the Tears of God that creates these Titan creatures. If we can check the other Titan creatures, we might be able to figure it out. Durka is often spotted near Malofront, which isn't that far from Calicorda. It wouldn't be bad to check it out first.
I understand. I'll regroup with the militia and join you later. We did lose a lot, but it's a relief that we saved you.
You were imprisoned while unconscious, but you recovered with the help of the militia who came to rescue you. While you were helping the militia who were searching for an escape route, you ran into Weeper, a 7-year-old boy who escaped from the Redonimo, and Weeper lost his parents while fleeing from the pagans, so you went in search of the Repenters, but they were executed by the revived pagans due to the life-slave phenomenon that spread. Favina said that the reinforcements that were supposed to come were not here, and asked you to search for them. While you were investigating the surroundings, you witnessed that the militia who were annihilated in a surprise attack turned into life slaves. As you searched for an escape route, you ran into the Calicorda guards. The guards questioned you about the pagans appearing every time you showed up at Calicorda. You headed to confirm the exit that the scouts found. As a matter of fact, Kristen and the Aphros Knights were heading somewhere other than Calicorda, and they seemed to have blocked all the paths out of... After a relentless search, you found an escape route from the ruins area to the plaza. Notel from the plaza saw you slaying Terras for Calicorda and said there might have been a misunderstanding between you and Fred. He advised you to talk to each other. You heeded the advice and approached Fred, but you were surprised at Favina, who killed Fred before you even had a chance to stop him. Favina smiled at you, asking you why you were trying to stop him. You and Favina went to the final bulwark and defeated the giant Terra and the revived Terra chieftain, Lanus. In this process, you obtained a crystal you had never seen before. You saw that Glanis used the crystal to become stronger, so you decided to share this information. When Eryx saw the item you brought, she said that it is a conglomerate of power called Tears of God, and that if you use several, you might be able to fight the plague cloud that the pagans were moving to Trom. When he heard this story, Pan suggested heading to Mallow Front to find another Titan creature. The Repenter you encountered in the destroyed confinement facility was facing an imminent death, but he was worried about Weeper. He left a note for you to deliver to the child, which read,
My favorite Weeper, I have an emergency, so I can't go with you. But wherever you are, I hope you don't forget that I am always thinking of you. Let's meet again someday, then I will keep my promise. I love you so much. Uncle Azel.
You searched for the prisoners who escaped from the prison at the request of Deputy Chief Malago, but they were all missing, and the only prisoner you found was the one who told you how hard it was to live in prison. You met a Repenter who was worried about Weeper in the collapsed underground waterway. After she died, you couldn't tell Weeper straight away, so you brought the doll she was holding to Weeper and tried to avoid. Rune Hunter Opika hesitated because Calicorda was in crisis and did not know if it was okay to follow Kristen's draft order. At Opika's request to share the news, some of the Rune Hunters you met had already volunteered to serve Calicorda. You felt that Calicorda was in. William made a homemade first aid potion, the No Pain Potion, for the wounded soldiers. Contrary to William's expectation that the soldiers would be happy to see the potion,